And welcome again to another Grendel's Gallery video. Not a box opening today, but a bit of a showcase. I've been meaning to do this for a little while. Things just keep getting on top of me, but we have the Turtles TCG update. I'm going to put that back over there for now. So we're going to run this as a two-part video. Because it might take a little while, but we're going to run through the playtester decks and what you might find in here. I'm going to keep it off to the side so you can't get spoiled. So you already saw that one. You get a bow staff. Playtesters, it is closed group at the moment. Have had an opportunity to play a few games. There's the bow staff. Rules aren't 100% locked down yet. Vial of Ooze. Currently the Ooze, which is the resource, goes into your deck. A bit like Magic, as lands. But we're only running 10 or 11 copies, and I was finding that a little difficult to use. Certainly wasn't drawing any. Cowbunga. So they are experimenting with a separate resource ooze pile. Pizza delivery. Very strong, draw 3 cards. Telephone a line raider. So I'm going to run a part 2 for the villain deck. And showcase some of those cards. And towards the end, do a little bit of a comparison between the playtesters and the original OG sample cards. Not pre-sample cards, I should say. Mondo Gecko. So this is still in the works for Kickstarter come 2026. Still early days, but they've been gaining a lot of traction. A lot of people tuning into the Discord and following them on Instagram. They even have set up a Patreon, cheapskate, okay, of which I'll put all the links in the description if you want to follow them. Check out some more information. And even if you feel like contributing to the Patreon and helping them out. Now remember, things are changing, so these may have already changed in development. I know a few things have changed, so these are playtesters and may be different in the final versions. Of course, we have April O'Neil. Everybody remembers April O'Neil. Gorgeous artwork, all original, but in keeping with that sort of 1980s cartoon, which I certainly grew up with. Although, I don't remember Zach. And that is it. We do have one foil ooze counter and our remaining ooze counters. Then we have the foils that came with the playtesters. So we have a large pizza, communicator. There's even a little April in the background. Katanas, nunchucks, turtle party wagon, pizza time, one of my favourite pieces of art so far. Now this will be a good starting point. Maybe we won't lose Leo. we'll wait. We'll wait. Who shall we pick? Splinter. We'll grab Splinter. So obviously this is, well, not obviously, all being done as essentially a two-man band, all self-funded. So these are obviously produced on the cheaper side. Perfectly understand why. Got to keep costs low when you're doing it all yourself. But there's the Splinter. And we do have an OG Splinter over here somewhere. There he is. As you can see, they've already played around with different foilings and different fonts. Well, the sharpness of the card, I should say, because it's a lot easier to read than the early version. But the OG versions did come with the backs. These are all hand assembled, so there is obviously a few misalignments, but there's Splinter, our OG version versus current playtester version. You can already see a little bit of a change in the sensei ability, been downgraded a little bit in the current version. Who else do we have? We have Donatello. Michelangelo. Let's grab Michelangelo as well. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Let's get Michelangelo out. So, plain on the back as well. Again, you can see foil pattern differences where they're trying to find the best looking versions. Obviously you get a bit of colour bleed happening on this one as well. Just because it's all early handmade. So you're not going to get the quality of a true printer. So I don't think there was any differences. No differences in the actual abilities on that one. No, whose costs the same, life points are the same. Looks like there's been no changes to Michelangelo. Finishing on a Raph. So we have a Raph as well. I don't know what you'd call that foil pattern, but this is kind of more of a speckly pattern. Any differences in the Raph? No, looks to be the same. But there's going to be a lot more changes along the way. We do have an ooze counter as well, which is very dark, so I won't show that one off. It's pretty difficult to see, and I can understand why they lightened that one up. But a very, very nice looking TCG that should be coming to us in 2026. And stay tuned for part 2, where we go through the villain deck. See you soon.